gonna call you out of their bag. Come on.
Okay. All right. So, welcome everybody to the
Welcome
To Be Decided.
everybody.
Yeah, I mean that's how you start an intro, right? You have to just welcome the entire audience, boys and girls, theys and thems, it's and ands. What?
It's gonna be a whole 2 people listening to this first episode.
And those 2 people are gonna be fucking elated to know that we've covered all of our bases. Welcome everybody.
No.
This is the they are. This is the To Be Decided podcast because we ain't got that fucking name down yet.
We'll just leave it named like that, bro. To be decided.
Yes, we can do it like that. The TBH podcast. Here are your 2 hosts. I am Gomoko. This is my channel. Obviously, you would be watching it on, and here's my co-host.
Obviously, okay,
Yeah.
bro. Like we can't put it on my channel, bro.
I mean, you want to double upload it, bro?
Your boy Rainless over here. By the way, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Every platform. Oh my god.
Facts.
At
Check him out.
video games.
Insta, TikTok, all those things he posts every single day.
It's a lie, but I fucking suck at video games. But it's pretty funny.
Yes, it is. For all of those who are out here just tuning in to our first episode, we are fucking gamers. We are. I specialize in art specifically. Andrew specializes in music. We will talk about random shits and topics we have for the day. I have a couple of topics picked out. I went to the fucking New York Times, picked out a couple topics that aren't political. I'm not gonna get into all that shit on here. We're just gonna talk about.
Let's talk about abortion. What is your abortion?
Let's
get into
Fuck
it.
them kids. Fuck them kids.
Same.
Anyway, so our first topic I have picked out for us today is a very topical one, a very awesome one. The new iPhone came out recently. The titanium edged fucking, what was it? The iPhone 17 Max Pro or whatever.
No, it's not out yet. It's not out yet.
Well, it's coming out.
iPhone 15.
Mm-hmm. I saw a video on TikTok. Someone got like early access to it or something, and he was like doing bend tests on it, and he bent the back of it, and it like the back glass shattered instantly. The phone didn't break, so W phone.
That obviously he's bullshitting because it doesn't have a glass back.
It does have the Pro Max version. I can look up the video, but the Pro Max version does have a glass back, and he broke whatever was on the back.
I guarantee he didn't have a pre-release version. I guarantee.
Okay, then
I
guess that's fake. That he didn't. I mean, Anyway, it's gonna.
I'm just saying, it seems like you're kind of gullible. You kind of gullible, bro.
I was just about to say that. I'm just about to say that it's gonna come a lot in the show that I'll find videos that I'm like, this is apparently what happened, and then Andrew's like, that's fake as fuck, bro.
Gomo just accepts everything he sees online is true. like from the second I was born on this planet, I was told, don't believe everything you see on the internet. Don't believe everything you see on the internet. If I see some shit like that, I'm verifying that. That's obviously not real.
Well, I mean, if it was like, oh, the fucking Ukraine just launched the nukes on America, I would be like, okay, I'm gonna look into that. But if it's something as like stupid as like, oh, the new phone is bad, I'd just be like, all right. I'd be like, apparently that's the case. I don't really give a fuck. I don't give a fuck enough to research anything about iPhone. I don't use iPhone. That's a good point.
But I get that. But you can't not research it and then parrot it back to somebody as fact.
Well, I didn't say it was a fact. I just told you that apparently that I saw this video that this guy had the new iPhone and he bent it and it broke, or at least the back glass broke. That's another good point. Is that do you prefer Android or iPhone better? Me personally,
Good.
Oh no, I was just saying, me personally, it's Android. I think Android is superior in every way. But continue.
So, I used to have my first ever phone was fucking flip phone. I forgot, it was like a T-Mobile brand, store brand. Fucking, you slide it up. There's the button. The buttons and shit. And so, I had one of those. Then I got an iPhone 4 in middle school. That was my first ever phone. And I remember using that, good operating system, whatever. It was way better than my shitty little flip phone. Then I went back. I went from an iPhone 4 to a J7, the Samsung J7. I had that J7 until my junior year. Okay, Samsung, yeah. and then my senior year, I got my junior year I got a 7C. I think it was either a 7 or a 7C, whichever one it was. Like jumping from those two, the 7 was technically a backwards jump, and it was so much better than the J7. I'm just saying this, like Samsung, sure, you get the crack stuff. You can do, you can jailbreak your phone for free, like all this, yeah. But iPhone is just so simple. The operating system runs so well, and they don't want you to fuck nothing up because they don't want your phone to run slow because they spent so much time making it run good. They just released this new iOS update. It's pretty good. I mean, I don't know. People shit on Apple, but I don't see anything wrong. Like their phones cost a lot of money. They can do that. They make a good phone. They make a damn good phone. They can re-release and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So yeah, they're gonna keep re-releasing the same phone every year with minimal upgrades. I mean, that's what we do with computers pretty much. It's like, hey, here's another graphics card. Just barely runs better than your last one. But it's also it's $400 in the last one. You have to buy it at full price. Like, come on now. Stop hating on Apple. End Apple hate.
All right, so here's my objectively correct opinion on this topic.
No.
Wrong.
Wrong.
So I'll tell you my history with phones. So I started off as an iPod user. I got my first iPod when I was like 13 or 14. And I love that thing, bro. I love playing fucking Subway Surfers on that shit, bro. I love downloading music on it. It was amazing. It eventually broke, which savage, but I eventually got a Samsung, I think it was a Samsung Acer. Is that how you pronounce it? Azure. But that was my first phone. The only reason I got that phone was because I was 16. I started driving and I needed a phone just in case I broke down. That phone lasted me my entire high school career. That was fucking awesome. Goated phone. Its battery eventually wore out, and the way to replace the battery is you have to use a heat gun to tear off the back and replace the battery. And my mom was like, "We ain't doing that." I'm like, "I could do that. Just buy me a heat gun, bro." And she's like, "Nah, fuck you." So she bought me a new phone, which was another Acer, but it was like the upgraded version. I've had this phone ever since 2020, so I've had it for almost 4 years now. Fucking awesome phone. So here's my thing about Apple and Android. Apple is 100% better for old people and newer people using technology because the UI is way more user-friendly. Like, Apple is 100% more user-friendly. It's just way easier to, like, get around.
Okay, hold on. You can't just say, hey, these phones are made for old people and people who are new to phone. No, bro. They're simple, and that's the beauty of it. I don't have to go through so many programs, but that doesn't mean they're so good for old people. Like, bro, I hate it when people say that shit so much, bro. It's like trying to belittle. Like, now
I'm not saying old people are dumb.
Complicated e-hackers. We're actually we're the only ones who are allowed to use Samsung because it's just so much more complicated. Like, you sound like a loser, bro. You sound like a fucking loser.
That's okay. So all I'm saying is that Apple is more streamlined, is more user friendly.
Wi-Fi ID.
See, the reason I like Android a lot. You can do whatever, but the reason I like Android is because Android is literally just a computer in phone shape. Like, you can fuck with the files, you can do whatever you want with the files. All of that shit. It's just a little computer in your hand. Apple is a lot more restrictive with what you can and cannot tamper with. That's why you have to jailbreak it a lot of the time to get some like extra features. But with Android, you can just straight up do whatever the fuck you want. You download a fucking TPK file, fucking free Spotify. Don't tell people I said that.
Oh yeah, like nobody knows about that.
Yeah.
You don't only do who's exposed. Yeah. Okay. Look at you, bro. Look at you. No,
What?
nigga, Samsung is not just it's it's our computer in my pocket. Like no shit, that's what all phones are, bro.
Yeah, but Apple doesn't like. So when I mean computer in your pocket, I'm literally saying like the shit I do on my test.
But can you run Crisis on your? But can you run Crisis on your Samsung?
If I had enough power and my phone had enough fucking RAM and shit to run it,
no,
yes.
you can't. Then
dude, I've seen people run. I've seen people run Doom and shit on calculators.
If this thing had this, then yeah, no, nigga, you wouldn't. You don't have it, so you can't. That's like saying, oh, bro, I could go to the moon. I just don't have a rocket ship or astronaut training. Like, no, nigga, you can't go to the moon.
I'm just telling you, bro. I don't think my phone has enough power to do that. But if I hooked it up to a fucking car battery,
Crisis on your
it
Samsung.
could.
So you could not play Crisis on your Samsung. What you're saying?
Probably not. It doesn't have enough power. But no, it is literally a mini computer. It's the difference. It's literally the difference between having a little computer in your pocket and if you have Apple, it's literally just fucking. It's like a little kid's toy. It's nothing.
Let's just argue and name this podcast Screamers.
We could name this podcast Loud Eagles Correct, bro.
Loud Eagles? What are you talking about?
Loud Eagles Correct. Have you never heard that phrase before?
No, dude, I'm not a Redditor.
True. You know it's serious when they enable all caps, bro.
I just be yelling, bro. I just be all capping.
I be all capping all the time. Yeah,
all capping funny as hell.
The next topic we have here is something really interesting. I just found this on the New York Times this morning. Apparently, students now are like teachers and people are getting upset nowadays because students are like they're 7th graders that can only read at like a 3rd grade level, and they're getting upset and they have no idea. They're researching why kids are getting like progressively slower and slower in schools, and there's a couple of theories and there's a couple papers.
I thought you didn't want to get political.
I'm not getting political. I just thought this was interesting.
Education ties directly into politics, unfortunately.
You know what? That's absolutely fair. So I'll just say this then. From what I read on the New York Times, apparently the reason that kids are like getting slower and slower is because they don't have to do anything. Apparently, it said that people are like they interviewed kids and kids have or get way more. Oh fuck! What's the word for that? More fulfilled. That's what it is. Okay, kids are getting way more fulfilled by like achieving stuff on their own. Like for example, like doing music or art or something. If a teacher is telling them to do it, if they do the task, they like don't give a shit about it, and you know they'll do something else. But if they or pursue the activity on their own, they have like a doubled or tripled success rate in doing that task or whatever. So I just thought that was interesting. That was the main point I was trying to get across, was just like forcing kids to learn about shit they don't care about is bad. That's all I was gonna say.
I mean, yeah, it's just like a universally like thing. I feel like a lot of people, it's just a lot of parents have different expectations of education. Like some parents just want their kids to learn like, you know, the basics. Some parents want their kids to do all the extracurricular stuff. So, but when you give the kids the freedom, when you don't give them the freedom, and then all of a sudden, like in the later grades, they do get the freedom, like, you know, to choose what classes or what electives they want. By then, it's like too late. They don't know what they want to do. That's what happened to me. Like I got to high school, I didn't really know what programs or anything I should join.
So I guess to curve this topic into a more like unpolitical standpoint, I'll just talk about like my experience with school specifically. Cause I don't know about you. I don't know if you knew this about me, but I was a rebel. I was a fucking rebel.
You were a Redditor? My bad. I thought.
I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. If you saw me in high school at like freshman, junior year, you'd probably think I was gonna shoot up the school, because I didn't talk to nobody, bro. I was literally sitting on the windowsill eating lunch, watching anime, and that was it. That's all I did at school. I didn't talk to nobody, nowhere. But yeah, I was a rebel. Man. I snorted Smarties on the lunch table. I was crazy like that.
You're one of those kids, dude.
What does one of those kids mean?
there was always a table of miscreants, like kids, white kids that were like, at least at every school I went to, it was like the white kids that were like geeky, but they thought they were cool, like the iDubbbz kids.
Yeah, I totally get what you're saying. But no, I was different.
Like,
I was different. I would literally was king of the nerds though, 100%.
I don't even know what that is.
Okay, so what I mean, king of the nerds, I when I got to sophomore, fucking, how does it go? Is it freshman, sophomore, junior, or is it freshman, junior, sophomore?
Freshman, sophomore, junior, bro.
Okay, so when I got to junior and senior year, I was chill with everybody because the jocks and stuff, whenever they'd come to fuck with me, I would just play along into their bullshit and like have fun with them. So they were just like, oh, never mind, we're not gonna bully this kid, he's chill. And so I was
like,
friends
well,
with...
hold on. What would they say to you? Because I'm so like bullying is so different from every every area. Like in Texas, at least where I'm from, the most bullying goes on in like middle school, like you know the young kids. But once you get to high school, bro, like kids will just fight you. Like there's no, you piss the kid off enough, he will just come at you. So there's no bullying, bro. Like you know you laughing at the kid, he might just bust you down. Like there's no, so you either don't want to risk that, or you just gonna beat somebody's ass if they fuck with you.
Well, no, so the bullying that would go on, or like quote unquote bullying, depending on how you think of it, is so the jocks usually would, you know, they had a fucking plethora of weird kids at my school to go after, but they thought it was really funny to just like, you know, they would like either dare each other or just walk up and like fuck with the kids. And by fuck with, I mean like they would specifically, like I saw one of the jocks like fucking, I think it was, they took like an ice cube or something and they were just like put it down other kids' fucking pants for no reason, like shit like that. And then they would like walk up to like the obviously like special-ish kids, like autistic kids, and they would start asking them questions like backward or like fucking, how do you, what they would ask them like trap questions, basically trick questions. And then they would answer like, oh, I don't know, probably not. And they're like, oh, you gay? You crazy? And then they would just like antagonize them basically. But when they would do that to me, I was on that shit, and I would just be like, yeah, I'll suck your dick right here, right now. And then they really thought that was funny. So I was just chill with everybody. So they stopped coming to ask for, me for questions. They would just come like talk to me just for conversation because they knew I had a joke rather than antagonize me. And when I say king of the nerds, it's because there was a lot of fucking weird kids that I was chill with also that were like, bruh, you know about Undertale and you hang out with football kids? That's crazy. So I would literally, I was king of the nerds, bro. I would hang out with the football kids at lunchtime and like take their extra Bosco sticks and shit because they thought I was cool.
I had 4 eyes.
And then I would go to band class and fucking hang out with the nerds to talk about the new Undertale theories.
I'm inclined to believe that I might have been a bully.
I mean, I don't get me wrong. I have bullied a couple of kids in my day. I'm not proud of it.
I never went out of my way to, but you just said like I used to put ice down my friends' pants and shit. Like I used to fucking fuck with people. I'd be like, hey, bro, did your mom know you're gay? No. Your mom didn't know you're gay, bro. You're gay. I eat this shit all the time. I didn't know I was bullying.
Yeah.
No, that's not bullying, nigga. That is not bullying. I refuse to call that bullying. That is funny.
Well, it depends. It depends on how far it goes. Because like doing it once or twice is one thing, but no, it's embarrassing for the other person.
I think it's bullying if somebody's like, "Hey, does your mom know you're a stupid homo?" Like, I think that's like fucked up. That's some fucked up shit to say.
Well, you don't see it. That's the thing is that like obviously I'd say that that shit that we were just talking about, like the ice thing, is very mild, like teasing, right? But dude, some of those fucking sped kids, they hate.
Well, yeah, I mean, I would never do that to somebody that was mentally challenged, and I also wouldn't fucking like anybody that I didn't know. Like I'm not gonna go put ice down somebody's pants I don't know. If it's somebody that I'm like trying to break the ice on, and like I know them a little bit, I might say the gay, you know, like the does your mom know you're gay thing, but I would walk up to a random dude and say that. Well, That's a
No,
lie. I would totally
that's what would happen in our schools is that specific kids would get reputation. Like there was a girl named Lainey, and she
name
literally
dropping her, bro.
I mean, that's not her last name, so it doesn't fucking matter.
What is her last name?
I'm not going to say that because I do not want to fucking dox this poor girl. But I mean, I'll say this: she wasn't the best looking, and she had this reputation of So ever since middle school, she had a reputation. Do you know the cheese touch from Diary of a Wimpy Kid, bro?
Oh, I got a story for you.
Yeah. So in middle school, the kids, for some reason, kids hated her so much that they literally made up a like Lainey touch, like cheese touch version of that.
Dude, we had a kid like that.
Yes.
And me and my homie were the forefront. We.
You were the forefront,
in
bro.
elementary school, there was this kid named Andy, bro. I know that it was probably just that their family was down in their luck. And looking back, I've talked about this with my friends before.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always like a damn, I felt so bad. But he came to school, he was weird as fuck. Like he was he didn't have any boundaries. At all. When everybody else did. So he would like touch people and be like, no, don't touch us, bro. Get away from us. You're weird. And he always smelled to high heaven.
Oh no.
Like I felt at the time, being a kid, a fucking unhinged, no morals kid.
Yeah.
You really only know respect adults. Other kids are free game. So I'm looking at this smelly weird dude. And I'm like, eee! And I remember, dude, nobody can call me Andy ever because I hate that nickname. I fucking hate it.
It's because of that guy, isn't it?
Yes, I had one ex call me Andy, and like I let her do it just because I never corrected her. But fucking oh my god, like because my aunt used to call me Andy, and then she had to change nicknames because after I met that dude, I never wanted to be called Andy again. I was like, no, I can't.
That's crazy.
Dude, he soiled the name, bro.
Dude, I totally understand that. But so Lainey, she would I felt so bad because the only way she knew how to deal with it is she just had to lean into it. So she leaned into the whole touch thing and just became she was trying to be like a badass kind of like thing. And I remember she got in trouble one day for something on the playground. I don't know exactly what happened, but I remember going to a parent teacher conference the next day or like that day. And when I was walking past my second grade classroom, I remember her parents and that teacher were literally screaming at her for like no reason. And I was like sitting out in the hallway. I'm like, dude, it's not even her fault, bro. Like, I'm just like, I didn't even know what was, I was literally like, bro, her parents are digging into her right now. And I'm like, it's not even her fault, bro. She's just being bullied, bro. I was like, this is crazy. I felt so bad for her. Speaking of names that we don't like, that we can't get over, there was a girl named Vanessa who was very similar to her, and she had an accent, but the main thing was that she was a little bit of a hoe. That was the main thing. But so I didn't even realize I was doing it or that I was like contributing to the bullying until I got home and I was playing a game called Fire Emblem. And one of the characters' names, and it's like it was a cool character. One of the characters' names is Vanessa, and I was like, I can't have this character on my team anymore. And I was like, and that's the day I realized, holy shit, what, like, I just demonized this person for no reason.
Bro, that's fucking nuts.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy what kids do.
Looking back, like, honestly, I just don't think I could have been his friend anyway, because he was just, like I said, outside of him smelling bad, couldn't, if he was just a normal dude, but he had no boundaries, and he was real, like, what's the word? He was like real, what's the word I'm looking for? Abrasive. He's real abrasive. Like his sense of humor was just real rough. Like, he had an older, like, fucking unhinged brother that just showed him how to be funny.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
I remember he got suspended from fucking elementary school because he pushed down a little girl.
Damn.
Like we're same grade. She's little because we're kids. And I think we were all talking or something. And I guess he was like trying to join in the conversation, but he just pushed this girl down. Like, why did you do that, Andy? He's like, what? It's funny. Like, no, it's not funny. But you just pushed her down
for no reason.
I like there was a little bit of reason for us to hold like grudges towards him. I'm telling you, although I'm sure it was just that like bad family down their luck. Like they did not raise their kids very well. Well, that's the thing. He had a sister too, but she was completely normal. I mean, she had the same kind of smell issue, but like,
yeah,
she was a normal like girl. She just talked to everybody, was cool. Like, had boundaries, all that. I don't know who Andy was hanging around, bro, but
that's crazy.
We need him to revamp his. I hope he learned some boundaries. He's doing better now. Found some soap.
Yeah, for sure. I fucking. I don't think I was suspended. I think I had a detention for. I kicked. Well, I didn't kick. I fucking put a boot print on this little girl's fucking forehead because she was pissing me off on the bus.
All right, bro. You kicked the little girl.
I didn't. Okay, let me preference this. I did not kick her. She was bugging the shit out of me on the bus, and she was like, "Oh, you won't do nothing. You won't do nothing." I'm like, "I'm gonna put my fucking shoe on your forehead if you fucking like talk to me again." And she kept bothering me, so I literally just I just laid on the seat, and it was fucking snowy, so it was like all muddy and shit on the bus, and I put my fucking shoe right on her fucking forehead. There was a big fucking shoe print on her forehead. I did not kick her. There's just fucking mud all over her face. And then
I'd argue that that's worse. If somebody like tapped me or just slightly kicked me in my head with their clean shoes, it'd be like, ow. I'd probably be a little mad, but somebody putting mud on my face.
I gotta go
shower.
She had it coming, bro.
Oh, what was she doing again? My bad.
She was fucking with me, bro. I literally told her, stop like messing with me. I'm gonna put my fucking shoe on your face. Though? I don't know. It was fucking. I was in like seventh grade. I was in like second or third grade. She was probably just bugging me, being like, she's like, "Oh, you got cooties or whatever." It's probably something not like minuscule, but it was what was happening.
That little girl had a crush on you, and you put a fucking mud boot print on her face.
Well, I mean, she should have been fucking with me, bro. She should have just asked me out.
That's outrageous. You was in elementary school. So did you have like an elementary school crush that you just like thought? In your mind as a kid, you're like, man, this is like, wow. You know what I mean?
I had an elementary school crush. I think mostly just because I thought everyone else had one, so I had to pick a girl. So I idolized this one girl named Brianna, and she was really cute. Don't get me wrong. I actually ended up dating her for a couple days in middle school. But she was really pretty. Unfortunately, when we got to high school, she went through her hoe phase early. But she was really nice. She was a cool party girl. But yeah, I've had a crush on her since second grade or whatever.
So, like, in second grade, I switched schools. Well, before second grade, I went to I lived in a different part of Dallas, and it was anybody that lives in Dallas knows about Oak Cliff. I lived over there, and there's an elementary school over there, and so that's where I went. Fucking bro, I swear, bro. As a kid, I was a damn chick magnet. Like, at least at that school. I remember this girl. I remember her name, Jessica. She chased me around the gym trying to give me a kiss. And at the time, like, bro, I was 21 when I was 20 when I finally got diagnosed with anxiety. So all my life I've been struggling with anxiety, bro. Thinking about kissing a girl, major anxiety. Major. So I remember running to hide in the bathroom. So I was like, nah, I don't want to kiss no girl for all my friends, bro, for all my boys. And my boys, they were like, yeah, let's go hide in the bathroom, bro. Girls got cooties and shit. So we hide in the bathroom. We were holding the door shut. And the coach started trying to push the door because he's like, what the hell's going on over there? And so we're trying to hold the door shut, and the coach pushes like, hey, what are y'all doing? And so then we let go. He's like, what are y'all doing in here? I'm like, oh, we're hiding from the girls. and then he put me in timeout, bro. I remember because Jessica sat like on the line where, behind the line. You had to sit behind the line for timeout. Jessica sat on the other side of the line, like blowing kisses at me. I was like, oh my God. I was like first grade. Yeah. And so then come second grade, I switched schools, and first year, no crush on nobody. Like, I don't even know none of the girls, pique second grade Andrew's interest. 3rd grade, a girl moves to our school, bro. Her name was Tanya, bro. I'll never forget that girl. She was gorgeous, bro. like I remember little me was so infatuated by this girl, bro. I used to tell my mom and my sisters about her. Like I was like, she's so cool, she's so pretty, like she's so funny too. Like, man, I had so like my anxiety about that girl was so
Bruh, I can imagine
bad.
Andrew like having his hands on his cheeks and like going back and forth like, oh my god, she's so like cool.
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. It wasn't even like that, nigga. And so then I remember 4th grade, my 4th grade year, bro. I got on the playground, bro. I handed her I had in there one of those notes, you know, like, do you like me type shit. And it was like, yes, no, maybe. And she checked yes. But then like we just never, like, it was like right at the end of the year. Little me was just a little too anxious. She checked yes, but she moved away the next year. I was so upset about it.
Damn.
She did sign. I remember we all had these like shirts that the 4th grade teachers got us, and so everybody went around signing them. I had her sign mine.
That's awesome.
I hung that shirt up, and then it got eaten by moths. My shirt got eaten.
Damn, that's fucked up. My first kiss was fucking interesting. So I was dating this girl, and so this was like middle school. This was like 5th or 6th grade, and she invited me over to her house, which I was like, hell yeah. I was like, this is my first time going over to a girl's house. Let's go. And when I got there, you know, I should have seen the signs when I got there, because I went to her room and she had a cat, and her cat's like litter box or whatever was like under her bed or like really close to it. And the way she was treating her cat, she like threw it around the room and like was like getting upset that it didn't want to like be held by her, which I was like, that's crazy.
Oh, bro, that shit.
Yeah, but I was like, whatever, you know, maybe she's got her own thing going on. I don't know. I was sitting down in this computer chair that she had, and I was just like, we were just talking or whatever, and her and her friend were in their room, and they had a jump rope, and they jumped me. They fucking literally tied me to this chair with this jump rope, and I was like, this is crazy. I was like, this is like a cops and robbers situation. And then they she just basically for like 10 to 20 minutes took like, just like started force kissing me, and I was like, bro, stop this. I don't really want to, like, this is fucking weird, bro. Why you're like got drool on me and shit. And then, you know, she untied me and I went home. But I was like, that was my first kiss, and I was like, that is crazy. And then
it sounds like you got sexually assaulted. Bro. That's what it sounds like.
I
a victim. What? What
I think it was borderline molested, but yeah.
Are you okay, bro? What?
No, I'm chilling. I'm chilling. She was a bitch. We broke up. She broke up with me. I remember being so sad that I called my mom and like hidden in an empty classroom in the school, and everyone thought I killed myself. Man. But my mom came and got me and took me home, and I was really sad about that. But no, so I don't think she understood, like, so here was my thing in middle school. My mom told me that if someone says they love you, they mean it. And that's not true all the time.
Why your mom lying to you?
Well, because all I had to go off of was what my mom said and how she treated me. So I was just like, okay, if someone loves you, then it's real. This girl did not love me. She broke up with me and tried to get back together with me like 4 or 5 times. And I was dumb. I was like, okay. I was like, maybe you mean it this time. Eventually, after like the 5th time, I was like, all right, yeah, this has got to stop. But later, I come to find out that my one friend that I had there at middle school, he went to a football game and said while we were dating, to be fair, this was like 3 days later, and we hadn't seen each other for 3 days, so it's not like he was trying to withhold this information. But he said that, yeah, your girlfriend came up to me and like basically told me that she would blow me under the bleachers, and I was like, okay.
That's awesome.
I was like, all right, and that's how my stoic arc started. Is I was like, all right, I'm just gonna not date anybody anymore. It was crazy. That was my first kiss experience, though.
You got molested, and I feel kind of like I can't get over that.
It's fine, bro. It's chilling. I had to go through that experience to realize what love truly is, you know.
Yeah, but I only just realized that you got molested. Go on. What the fuck?
I mean, it could have been worse. So you know, I just thankfully it didn't
Yeah,
like
it could have been worse, but that was pretty bad.
I mean, I'm just glad it didn't psychologically scar me, because like if she went for my dick, bro, I could be like like I could have impotence and I could like not be able to like be around like women and stuff. So I'm just like thankful that it was just like fucking kissing me and shit and not anything worse than that.
How old were y'all again?
It was like 5th or 6th grade, so was it 12, 13, something like that? So it was crazy.
Tying you up is insane.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Oh, dude, honestly, I might have a track record with this, because I had a cousin who she didn't like she didn't sexually assault me, but we were playing in the basement and she tied me to a chair because she was like doing this like teacher, like we were playing like teacher and student shit or whatever, and she had this like cat toy with like a string on it, and she tied me to a chair and I was like, I don't want to learn, and she's like, you're gonna learn this shit, and it was like fun or whatever, but then she started whipping me like in the back of the neck with this fucking cat toy, and I was like, this is like, stop doing that. And she like, and eventually she untied me. But I might have a track record with being tied to chairs by women. This might go further back.
I don't think you like getting tied to chairs by women. I would not, unless I'm really, really with a girl, I'm not gonna let her tie me to no chair.
Well, I mean,
we gotta be dating for at least like 2-3 months before I let you tie me to a chair.
I think this stems back to like you said I was gummable on the internet. I think I'm just like, until you prove to me that you can't be trusted, I'm like, yeah, I'll go do whatever.
That's an insane thing to do.
I don't know. Maybe I like taking chances on people. I don't know.
Like I take chances on people, but in like, oh, I'll give them like $5 and you know, yeah, whatever. You know, oh, they want to borrow some money or something like that. Like. If they were, let's say like I was cool with my a female coworker of mine, and then one day like we're on second shift, and chef is in the back doing something, and she was like, "Hey, so like, can I show you like a trick? Like I gotta tie you to this chair though. Like I gotta tie you to this chair." I go, "No, what's wrong with you?"
No, I would be like, "Yeah, is it a magic trick? Do I disappear or something? That'd be crazy."
I mean, in reality, I'd be like, "Okay," but
okay,
but. Like, you're not supposed to do that. She'd be like, no.
And then she just like stabs you in the kidney. It's like,
yeah, and she just steals your kidneys and leaves. Or she just like takes your wallet out of your pocket while you're tied to the chair and pull all the money out.
That's fucked up, bro. I would break the chair.
She smokes all your joints in front of you.
No, not the joints, not the gas.
What would you do? What would you do if your girl tied you to a chair, took your like box of pre-rolls out your pocket, and just started smoking them hoes?
I would say, hey, can I hit that?
No, and she didn't let you hit any. She smoked them all by herself.
Well, I would literally Hulk smash out of the chair. I'd break the entire chair, and I'd fucking punch her in the face and take my rolls back.
Come on, when he smelled the Zaza, bro.
Like, assuming this is like a wooden chair or like an office chair, I literally just roll back in that bitch and break the break the frame, and then I just be like,
holy shit. What are we at? Oh my god.
What are we at?
What's the time at? How long have we been talking, bro?
It's almost 40 minutes. It's 38 minutes at the moment.
Okay, I was like, bro, we some W yappers.
That's what a podcast is, bro. It's just people yapping for no reason.
I always feel like I've recorded 3 podcasts in my lifetime. This being the 3rd one, and the first 2, one of them I put out. The second one I never got. Like I edited it, but then it was like the topics we had discussed were just simply too old by the time I got done. Oh yeah. The first one, bro, it got no feedback. I was like, oh man, I'm never doing this again.
I mean, that's like podcasts are gonna be like that. Like any YouTube video is gonna be like that. As you post it, like and until you get a couple people that are like, oh, I'll check back in later, you know.
I'm gonna post this on everything.
All right, I will. I'll clip the funny parts and post it on TikTok in like little shorts. Be like, check this out. We just made this. For advertising purposes.
We pretty funny, I think.
Oh, dude, we're definitely both NFP enough to be funny. You know what I'm saying?
NFP?
The Myers-Briggs test thing, personality test thing.
Oh, I know you're talking about. Yeah. What is mine? Hold on, I have it on my bio.
It's NFP. Yeah, it's the extrovert. I don't remember what it's actually called, but I know INFP is like the observer, wanderer, feeler type thing, and that's what I am. I was that when I was in high school, and then I took it again like a year ago, and I was an ENFP, so I'm like an extroverted introvert type deal. But yeah, no, it's pretty cool.
Introverted, huh?
Mm-hmm. You know what's crazy about those tests though, that always get me, is there's a lot of guys are really attracted to those tests because it's like somewhat okay.
Hold on, you're gonna have to cut this because I gotta pee so
okay.
bad.
All right.
You can cut back in now.
Okay. Awesome. So what I was saying was
hey, editing Gummo, I want you to add in like a thunderous boom right now. Thunderous boom.
I mean, don't do that. Don't listen to him.
Editing Gummo, do it. It'll be really funny. Editing Gummo.
It's like a fucking my fucking separate personality, like my clone that's editing this right now.
It's future you's gonna have a different mindset than you.
True,
right now.
true. He really is. He's gonna do that shit because he's gonna think it's funny.
That's what I'm saying.
I know myself too well. He's definitely gonna do that. He's gonna be like, okay. He's gonna put on the Fortnite fucking storm sound effect. So the Myers-Briggs personality test. A lot of guys are really into like that thing because they it's kind of based in science to a degree, but it still says on the front of the website that none of this should be like taken to heart because it's not like it's like exact science. It's just like general observations. But people
with psychology,
like people on TikTok and shit, oh my god, bro, they make this make their personality like tree their entire deal. It's astrology for guys,
listen,
for real.
it's the reason people follow astrology and like these personality tests and shit like that is because people love to have a guideline that they can follow where they don't get so like lost, you know?
Absolutely, I absolutely agree with that.
Like it's so easy to be like, hey, you know, this thing isn't a guideline, but it totally is. Like, this is how I feel, and now I can look at things that may relate. Like some of those websites, they show you, you know, or you can just Google it, like, what jobs would be good for this personality type, like what fits this most. Like, thing. People love having a guide, dude. I do. Like I told you, I enrolled in college, and like I'm kind of just thinking up the steps of all that. You know, it's coming to me. It's really clearing up my brain.
No, I absolutely agree with that. Because I find myself, I love taking personality tests or like any type of tests. Yeah. Just because I love like taking like, oh, what character are you tests and shit. Because it gets my creative brain going. But not only that, it's just like, it's really fun to see. Because like if you get something you didn't expect, it's even more interesting. Because you're like, oh, why am I that way? You know, why would oh my god, allergies, ugh. Why would me like not wanting to go outside on some days make me this character in this anime or whatever? I don't know. I just find it interesting. It's like it's like that is my Facebook mom fucking scrolling thing. Is I go on BuzzFeed and I take a whole bunch of fucking personality quizzes and I'm like, this is interesting. But a lot of them are so dumb. Like there's one like
I never do the BuzzFeed ones.
The BuzzFeed ones suck. Like it's like which Dalmatian are you in 101 Dalmatians? And it's like asking really, really specific questions like would you rather have a lot of spots or no spots? It's like you're basically just asking them what character they want to be. That's not a test at that point.
I had the test where it's like something like a question so obvious that like it could only be the character.
Yeah, it's like what Sonic character are you? Do you like the color blue?
Yeah. Sonic character.
It's fucking crazy, bro.
What King of the Hill character are you? Are you a fan of propane?
Exactly, dude. It's so fucked up that they be doing that shit. Like you can, cause like for Hank's questions or specifically that, like you can like, do you prefer to be more in control of situations or do you prefer to like, or do you think you're right most of the time? Like questions like that could be like, oh okay, but like,
is Lady Bird your dog?
Exactly. People just put no effort into these tests, bro. They just post them on Facebook.
It's outrageous, bro.
Yeah.
They get away with it though.
Yeah, they
I'm
well,
gonna
it makes some money.
I'm gonna start making them hoes, bro.
What Overwatch character are you? Do you have the fattest ass?
Nah, see, that could be any one of them.
That's true. It could be any of the female cast, unfortunately. But
Unfortunately.
I'm just saying I want some more diverse body types in Overwatch. You know, because I mean they have Junker Queen is like, okay, she is one of the most unique female body types, but like they don't have
Is Mei
like
not good enough for you?
Well, Mei is a okay body type, but there's like 1,000 different fucking skinny white women. I want. So I don't know if you know who Alawi from League of Legends is, but she is like this huge, like I'm talking sumo wrestler like level fucking beefcake of a woman, and they need one of her in Overwatch, bro.
What's her name?
That's all I'm saying. Alawi. Illaoi. League of Legends.
Huge, big woman.
Yeah, she's beefy, bro. She is beefy.
Big woman. Oh my god.
And her voice actor is even better. She goes like, "Life is the sweetness of fruit and the joy of battle." It's fucking awesome. Love her voice actor.
I don't see any in-game models. She not in-game?
Oh, she is in game. I don't know. You'll have to type in-game model or like allow a character model or something.
Oh, I guess she looks like this. She don't look that big in game, bro.
No, well, I mean, all the characters look different in game because they have to scale them down. But yeah, you have to like, for example, like there's a character named Cho'Gath, and like Aurelion Sol technically is the size of like fucking universe, but they have to scale him down because he has to fit into the fucking game.
Okay, wait, hold on. You just said you gonna ignore Zarya?
Well, Zarya is cool. I do like Zarya's big muscles. I do like that.
You gonna ignore Brig, buff ass?
Brig is pretty buff. I do like, but like, Brig is. I mean, you know, I like Brig, but I'm gonna say that I don't think she's unique enough. I think they could have done something better. But I mean, I don't know. I'm not a game designer, and my fucking taste of women is probably trash. But all I'm saying
is, your taste of women? You know what? Let's line it up right now.
Okay. So my ideal woman. Go ahead. You can do yours first.
No. Go ahead.
My ideal woman. My ideal woman is two types of women. There's either fucking Karlach from Baldur's Gate 3, or there's do you know? I'll look up a picture and send it to you. But there's a fucking female performer named Tessa Violet, and she is fucking fine, bro.
Female performer, huh?
Yeah, she's a singer-songwriter.
Oh, you said Tessa Violet, and that sounds real.
That sounds real. Boom.
Yeah, that wasn't the damn sound at all. But yeah.
Okay, well, damn.
I just love hating, Gummo. I just love hating.
Did I send that to the right person? I did. Okay, cool. No, that's what she looks like. Hang on, let me get a full body image of her.
White women. Likes white women.
She's so fucking cute, bro. Honestly, I've had a crush on her for a while. Don't tell her that if you guys send this to her on TikTok. Don't tell her I have a crush on her, bro.
Yeah, maybe if this podcast gets famous, you'll get your chance to shout. You know, to
I am 100% sure she has to have a boyfriend already. There's no way she looks this good and doesn't have one already. Or
she's been looking for you.
She been looking for me, bro.
This whole time she been wrong, but you have Mr. Right.
Oh my god, bro, dude! I swear to God, if I like meet her because of this podcast, I'm going to fucking kill myself because she's gonna be like, so I heard you thought I was cute, and I was like, bruh, please.
So Gummo, like, I just want you to know that if that ever happened, the cut from the sponsor and stuff would then be 80-20 with you getting 20. I just want you to know. if you got a celebrity girlfriend on my podcast.
Oh
your podcast cut is going way down.
But that's not my fault, though. It's not my fault. I got a celebrity girlfriend.
No. It's technically my fault because I it's my idea to the podcast. But this is just my way of reaping what you sow.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. I'm just the messenger.
I'm just the messenger. Yes. Oh my god. I would fucking lose my mind. But yeah. So I just think that Overwatch could try better with the cool women it's putting in.
Man, you're just a hater, dude. I think that
I really am. I'm a W Overwatch hater. Ever since I found out about the titty milk, it's just
what?
gone down. You don't wait. Do you not know about that?
What?
I'm sure you do. I'm sure I've said it before. No. So Blizzard employees were caught stealing titty milk out of female employees' refrigerators.
That, yeah.
Yeah. It was crazy.
You were referring to something else. Yeah, that was pretty nuts. That was pretty nuts. Why did they do that? Why did they do that?
Because they're down bad, bro. They are down bad. That's why.
Why did they
They're
do
fucking
that, bro?
incels that work at Blizzard, bro. I swear to God.
Like, I swear, I hope Microsoft is able to do something really good with Blizzard or with Activision and Blizzard.
Yeah, for sure.
Because man,
I'm worried because I mean, it's been happening for a while, but the monetization in video games and stuff is it's people are speak with your wallets, don't buy this shit. But I mean, we have been, and it's been work. They keep making more and more money with less and less effort into video games. We need to do something else. I feel we need to do something else.
The only alternative is to stop playing video games because there's always going to be people to play those games. The games that people are doing with building with no effort. The people who are playing them don't really care because they're either don't have the time to look, for all the details, or it's just they're so obsessed with that genre of game that they just don't care at all.
Yeah, I think it's also an effect of some guy just got home from work and he's like, okay, I'm gonna play a shooter game that I can take my mind off things. I want a game that's super simple, I don't have to fucking think about, and free, which is usually Overwatch or Warzone is free now. And then you go and you sit there and they're like, oh, and then they might hear oh, you have to stop playing this game and boycott it. And then they're like, I'm just one person, so it doesn't matter if I play or don't play, And then that just, that mindset spreads to a lot of billions and billions of people.
Right. I mean, it's the same thing with voting, basically anything.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, just me, one guy's not gonna help, and then
yeah,
it cascades into just hundreds of thousands of people.
Yeah.
I'm with that same mindset. I'm not, if there's a game that I don't fuck with, I'm not gonna pay for it. I played the beta for Battlefield 2042. Did not buy that.
Yeah.
Will not buy that. I won't even play it. I'm not gonna do it. I remember they were talking about, Bryce and DeMarcus were talking about playing. I was like, I'm not gonna play that.
Yeah. You want to know my not my kryptonite, but my arch nemesis video game that my friends are trying to get me to play every single day?
What?
RuneScape.
Tell them no. Tell them that game sucks.
I did. I've said no. RuneScape is my arch nemesis fucking video game. And I said, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying RuneScape is a bad game. What I'm saying is that my experience with RuneScape has been ruined by my high school friends because they got me to play it for 6 hours. And what they told me to do was, okay, go to this rock. I was like, okay. And they're like, click on it. I'm like, all right, mine it. And then go sell it to this guy and do that for 6 hours. And I was like, all right, so I'm never playing this game again. And my friends are like, oh, no, dude, they were just bad friends. You're not doing it right. I'm like, I don't care. I really don't want to look at polygons moving on the screen. And they're like, bro, but you can just put it in the background. You don't even have to think about it. And I'm like, then it's not a game I want to play. I want a game I
Bro, that's what I'm saying. I don't know how people play RuneScape when it's just a game you play in the back. I'm gonna get a lot of flack for that. But I never played it, so those comments are gonna go off me like water off a duck's back, bro.
Like a water slide.
Keep saying but it's because I smoked a bowl earlier.
I keep saying a lot. But it's just because my brain isn't fast enough to keep up with what I'm talking about. So I have to be like,
Mine isn't either. a reason that I like sometimes I'll just go quiet is because I'm trying to train myself not to use filler words like that. But when my brain can't catch up with when my mouth can't catch up with my brain, like my pause might go on for a little too long. Because I don't want to go
Well,
in the same way, I keep saying like to connect my thoughts.
I mean, I just did it right there. Saying "I mean" is another filler word or filler phrase, I guess. But when I get on a roll, like I can go for hours without saying any of those like or ums, but I have to actually get there first. So it's like trying to get on a fucking mechanical bull at a fucking bar, bowling alley, wherever you find those at. Carnival.
I just have to know what I'm like talking about. See, I said like again, but if I knew what I wanted to say, and I was really passionate about it, there would have been there would be no pauses. I just There's been a couple times where I've just straight up monologue, like no, like I read it out of a script.
Do you know what I find helps me personally find stuff like that? Like
we're doing it right now, dude. We're doing it. We're talking about it now. We're doing it so much.
Oh my god. So what helps me find God damn it, now you're bringing that. Now I'm thinking about it, bro. Me personally, so writing poems and like writing shit. Now you got me fucked up. You got me in this fucking cyclone. Fuck. What helps me is writing poems and writing scripts and stuff really help you like focus on words and shit. It's super cool and you should do it, was the point I was trying to get across.
Oh, fuck, bro.
Because writing is basically just thinking, you know what I'm saying? Because if you really think about it, I said writing on a Google Doc is really just like thinking if you really like put your brain to it. Because like you're writing something and then you're stopping and going, oh, what word do I want to put here? And then you're like, okay, blah, 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 blah. So it's like writing is almost synonymous with thinking if you really think about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm hoping that one thing I get better at once I start like my music career is writing.
Oh yeah.
I hope I'm not gonna be stuck as a producer, but lyrics have never come to me so easy.
Why don't you just like get a little notebook and just start like putting ideas together that you think would be cool.
Jotting them down. I need to.
Yeah.
I found a little notebook earlier. I might start doing it actually.
Cause like usually I don't ever make. Whenever I do make songs, I never post them because I feel like they're cringe. But I've made a handful of songs that I am not proud of. But the ideas were there. Like it's a lot of like wordplay, I guess. But there's a song I just found the other day called "Shit Show," and it was by Peter McPullen, I believe. And he makes use of wordplay a lot in that song, and I love shit like that. But yeah, no, I just jotting down, like, for example, if you're going down the street and you're like, oh, okay, there's a Starbucks there. Wouldn't it be weird if there was a fucking coffee shop in space, a fucking Starbucks or something? And you write about that, or just something that comes to your mind. I don't know.
True.
I feel like that would be helpful.
Nah, that's a good. I used to go to the park and write about things around me, things I thought about, like that were on my mind. I got a whole folder of iPhone notes dedicated to my writing prompts when I used to go to the fucking pond over there.
I have a whole bunch of Google Docs that have a whole bunch of like half-written or fully written poems and shit that will never see the light of day until I'm dead.
Why, bro?
Because they're really. So when I get into the mood to write poems and stuff, they get really like meta, and I feel like that's really annoying. It's like I literally have I think it's like a 4 or 5 page, like, I guess you wouldn't even call it a poem at that point, it's just a paper, but about me analyzing my own brain and my own actions to like kind of like an outsider's degree, but like it's both. Like I tell people that like, Oh yeah, I'm really good at vibing with people, but at the same time, am I really doing it just to be like included in things because I feel lonely if I'm not, or is it because I really do like communicating with people? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's just like stuff like that that's like so like meta and cringe to a degree that like no one's gonna be reading that until I'm dead, bruh. No one's gonna be reading that shit till I'm dead. Swear to God.
Like, dude, I think I've shown like one singular person ever my writing prompts, at least one of them. And that's it. It was this girl, my last ex. But that was it, bro. No, like, you're right. Them hoes are gonna die with me.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, why not make more?
Just recently, so every time I make a YouTube video, this is the thought that goes through my head. It's like, wow, this shit is cringe. And then the second thought that goes through my head is, has that stopped you before? And then I post the video. Those are the two thoughts that go through my head when I post a YouTube video.
This is garbage.
And I just recently rewatched one of the music videos I posted because I sung Joji's was it Love Like You, or was it no, it was Attention. That's what it was. And I rewatched that video and I was like, all right, it's been like a couple years, this shit is cringe, and I privated that video because I was like, this is cringe, I don't want anyone seeing this. I was like, this is on God cringe. So yeah, but I had it up for a whole like 3 or 4 years, so I can officially say yes, it was cringe.
It was hella cringe, bro. I saw it.
Yeah, I know, bro. It was crazy. Auto-tune was awful. The themes in it were crazy. Speaking of cringe, this isn't cringe, but the stuff in the video might make you cringe. Have you watched the new Meat Canyon YouTube video, Pickleball?
I haven't watched the Meat Canyon video since I think the Nikocado avocado one.
Oh my god. Okay. So this one isn't a banger, but I just thought I'd put it in here on the list of topics I had just in case. Did you want to watch the video, or do you just want me to explain it? Because it's we are at 1 hour and 2 minutes at the moment. So
let's start rapping.
Let's start freestyling.
Oh, I meant wrap it up again.
Oh, you mean rap? Okay, yes. So, I'll talk about this. Will be a last topic then. So the synopsis of this Meat Canyon video is, so old people primarily play pickleball, right?
The synopsis is lobsters. I run through the streets with my nobsters.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought we were rapping.
Yeah. I don't ask me to freestyle, bro. I cannot freestyle. I have to think about what I'm saying, or I'll never get anywhere.
Okay, so over on my channel, we're gonna be posting a freestyle video tomorrow. Yes. Just letting y'all know, that's what we're doing next for sure.
So the Meat Canyon video starts off. If you know what pickleball is, it's fucking tennis, but with this plastic thing that old people play.
Yeah.
And this young guy goes into this tennis court, and they invite him to play pickleball. It's very weird. Basically, they end up sacrificing this young guy. They pour these I'm assuming it's pickle juice, on this motherfucker, and this old couple starts licking the juice off of him, and they're like chanting around a fire, and eventually the guy he either like turns to dust or turns into a pickleball. And then the old couple that was licking the fuck out of him turns into young people. It's very strange. But I thought I'd mention that it exists and that Meat Canyon is awesome. Go check him out. He's definitely he's gonna appreciate that one viewer.
Pickleball's been blowing up, dude. Like, you were explaining to me, I'm like, nigga, I know what pickleball is, bro. Like,
I mean, I knew what pickleball was, but I didn't think it was blowing up. Has it really been like going hard?
Yeah, dude, it's huge right now. Like, hella people are playing pickleball. It's like a main event right now.
Really? It just seems like weird tennis. I didn't think it would blow up like that.
It's fun as fuck. Pickleball is awesome.
It's not any different from tennis. It just has a different bat and a different ball. Right?
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so
different style it's basically like just a different style of play.
Yeah, I guess
like how badminton is a different style of play, you know, it's just like that.
Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. Badminton and tennis play really different, so I guess I can see that, because like with tennis you can like you have to be really fast.
Badminton's more akin to volleyball.
Oh yeah, but like I'm saying, like the ball type, like those two ball types definitely do change how you play the game. Tennis is like you can be really fast and stuff like that, and it's played really fast. But badminton is more like you spike it, but if most of the time it's like there's a lot of like hang time. And I guess pickleball might be the same way. I'm not sure. Maybe it's like the ball aerodynamics make the game played different.
It's a little faster.
Okay.
Like it's a lot more hustle to it.
Well then, you know, that sounds fun though.
Get good at it, bro. Get good at it.
Get good at it.
I learned to play pickleball. How do you not know, bro?
I know how to play fucking pickleball. It's easy. You hit it over the net, bro.
Somebody shoot this guy. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Score a touchdown by hitting it over the net. You know what I'm saying? I
declare death by firing squad. Come
on. I would love to be shot in the face 14 times.
No, bro. You're supposed to say no. Supposed to disagree with senseless murder.
Oh my god, have I ever told you about how I dream to be buried, or like my dream funeral burial?
No, you sound insane right now. What are you saying?
This will be the last thing I say, because we're already going
before what, you bury yourself? What's going on? What you mean this will be the last thing I say?
So for my funeral, what I want to happen to my body is I want my skeleton to be placed in a terrarium with like a whole bunch of cool flowers and a whole bunch of like cool decorations, and then I want people to put like proxy resin all over my skeleton and make myself into like a clear cube with my skeleton, and then I want them to like put me in a museum or like somewhere I can be like shown off, and then like my skeleton will be permanently preserved in this terrarium of like plants and stuff, like cherry blossoms growing out of my eyeballs and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
You know how much money and work that is?
Yeah, but I'm dead, so I don't care.
Yeah, you dead, so they're not gonna care. They're gonna be like, yeah, fuck all that weird shit he had.
I'm going
put
to
this nigga
find,
in a coffin.
I'm gonna find a partner or one of my best friends, either you or one of my other friends, and I'm going to literally say, if you don't put me in this terrarium, I will fucking come back, haunt you, make you like die. I will kill you.
I'm not paying for that. Go. You better leave a good. You better leave enough money for all that down resin and cherry blossom and artist.
You better put me in a fucking terrarium, bro. I swear to God.
I'll in Yellowstone.
I know y'all believe in fucking magic, bro. So I'm coming back for you if you don't put me in that fucking terrarium.
Ghost ain't magic. Nigga said magic. What are you, the Shadow Man, bro?
Yes, bro. I'm fucking that.
Oh, you're not.
I'm the guy from Princess and the Frog, bro. I'm literally.
You're not the Shadow Man.
Yeah, man. I literally am the Shadow Man.
Don't you derogate. Or
deny.
It's my world now, not your world.
Not your world. Cause I got friends.
I've got things on the inside, huh?
I got friends on the other side, isn't it? Or is that the beginning of the song?
No, that's what I said.
No, you didn't. You said you got things on the inside.
That's not what I said.
All right, well, it's in the recording, so future me will have to deal with it.
What are you talking
about? Future me, put him on blast.
Future you knows that you're full of shit. That's
future me, dox this motherfucker. Yeah.
You're gonna kill yourself.
Okay, well now I'm definitely putting gunshot sound effects in the background.
Anyway, now you're fading away. You're fading away, right?
No.
Future self killed himself.
No. Oh no.
Okay, guys. Now that it's just me on the podcast, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for sticking around. Almost dead, so I have to find a new co-host.
Yeah. I've come back as a ghost, though. Thank you for watching. That has been the first episode of To Be Decided.
I was gonna say, bro, don't you try to name it yet, bro. We don't have a name.
Yeah. To Be Decided podcast. Woo-hoo. Have fun. If there's another episode, watch the next one. If there's not, well,
time to go smoke fat balls.
All right, goodbye.